Okay. Hello, hello. Welcome to the streaming tonight. It is Tuesday night, 7:30 p.m. and we're in Dutchland. We are in Holland streaming. So it's working. You should be able to see me or hear me, and that's the idea. And so this is the live streaming. You can ask questions here during the stream using Skype, and Skype, my address on Skype is LiveStream. You can send me questions there, you can ask for a talk, and then we can speak about your ideas, things that you're stuck into, or just your whole situation. Okay. So today I will be speaking about emotional mummification. And emotional mummification is something that just came up with me because there's quite some people that have difficulty with dealing with their emotions or figuring out what it is actually that they're feeling. And so emotional mummification, in my experience, is when you really can freeze, have the feeling that you freeze with all the emotions, the feelings that are going on with you. Like the things that we have naturally when we're children, the emotions and the way they are being expressed, many times they get completely suppressed by your upbringing, by teachers at school or at university, by partners, and you can keep doing this, but it's going to it's not going to feed or nurture you or inspire you. It's just only going to feel you, make you feel more poor and unfulfilled and frustrated many times, because you don't know how, or you have no idea what's really going on inside of you. And I'm not saying that that is happening for you, but it happens with lots of people. And sometimes even when you feel that you're on the right path, whatever that is for you, you may have moments where you don't really know what's going on, or you get triggered by others, people around you, that bring out old patterns, because that also can happen. You can live quite comfortable life, or you can live even a successful life in a way, but still you can have situations where you feel that you get triggered and then you fall back into patterns that you, in a way, you know that they're not really yours, but you still are confronted with it and they're still triggering something with you. And that can have to do with memory, like also the emotional memory, also the physical memory, the tissue in your body. Everything has memory in a way. Not intellectual memory, but energetic memory. So how does emotional mummification happen? I think it happens when you learn, or you unlearn in a way, to express yourself, to just express the way you feel, the way you what it is that you want to verbally express or physically express, but usually it's a combination of the things, about your feelings, about ideas, about thoughts, about frustrations. But much of this is now being suppressed. I mean, again, today I was traveling by train with a friend, and we were talking and we were having, like, we always have this very pure and honest and raw conversations just about ourselves, but also about life. We speak about this, and then there's all these people that are just it's just like, we're already living in a world with robots. It is already a robotic life. We don't really have to go and look for it or think that aliens are going to come to us. No, we are these aliens. But amputated, emotionally amputated. And I find it so interesting to see that there's such big contrast between real life, actual life happening for you. And I'm not saying that it is happening for you, just for you, but there are always situations that it is happening. So here in the West, many people that are very busy and they are in this treadmill of fast living and lots of pressure, no time to really, connect or digest or reflect. But it's living a life with lots of convenience for lots of people, developed from developed countries, but we are so far from true connection and interaction and honesty and to express yourself. And like today is a good example. I just spoke with my friend, and what we both feel when we are in the train, that we sense so much loneliness, so much solitude, so much isolation, and we are just exchanging and talking and listening, and I hear this also many times from people when I spend time with other people, friends of mine, but also people that I meet new, and then they say, "Yeah, you're so spontaneous," or "You're so friendly," or because if I feel good, of course I need to feel good in a way with myself, but then I always say hello, or I'm not going to stand there saying hello to everyone. Hello everyone there on the other side of the train track. No, but I'm just I'm just open for connection. And I think that is our nature in a way. That's what children do. Some children may be a bit shyer, and some children may be a bit more extrovert. So you have all these different characters. Not everybody is extrovert. And I don't even see myself as an extrovert. Actually, I think I'm pretty double. I'm very introverted in a way. But I like to engage myself with others, talk with people on the street, connect, even though it's just superficial in a way, but it doesn't matter. You connect, and that is what's lacking. It's becoming very. I find it a bit scary, really, to see how far people are from themselves. So, learning to deal with how you feel or whatever is going on for you means that you do not hide yourself, because it's scary, because it's confronting to connect or to open up. It is essential, because you are then opening up to yourself, to your presence, to your feelings. And that is essential. Otherwise, if you don't do this, if you don't practice this, if you don't, you're just going to disappear. You don't disappear into more digital technology, because you are gone in it. That is only here to sell us things. Social media is nothing else than a huge powerful tool, and many powerful tools that are now existing to sell us everything that we want. But the thing is, you don't really want these things. What you truly want is to be yourself, to be able to express yourself, to open up to life, to open up to yourself and to others, to connect, to share creativity, to share ideas, thoughts about life, philosophies. That's what you want. You don't need any more gadgets. You don't any more convenient stuff that's already here. I mean, it's practical, of course. I mean, if my camera is broken on my computer, I need something else, and I need really a camera, because otherwise, well, this will just be a live stream without video, which would be possible, no problem. It's still very valuable. But there's so many things that we don't need. The essence of what we need, that is needed. The basics, the daily life things, feeding yourself, giving yourself a comfortable place to live. Doesn't have to be luxury, but just the basics. Being able to have fresh drinking water, being able to take showers, to eat every day, not just once, but 3 times a day, or maybe more, probably more. In between snacks and all that. We are so fucking rich. We are not just rich. And I don't mean rich. We are rich in that sense. Very rich. But we are also really rich, and that's what I mean, in just being here, being present. There is this abundance. If you can see, if you can start to open up to this, and not just, I remember that it's like, I think 2 years ago or something, that I had my Nokia telephone, very small little telephone, and everybody had already these iPhones, the smartphones. And I felt such resistance to take such a phone, because I knew that I was going to, I was going to look to the screen, and I was going to be pulled into this energy. I could feel that thing happening even before I had it. And luckily I mostly use only my phone for messages, WhatsApp, and some practical information like travel information, and maybe the weather or something like that. But I can feel the energy. It's pulling me inwards in a world that it's taking me away from where I am. It's taking me away from where I'm sitting, wherever that is, whether I'm by myself or whether I am around other people. I find it so fucking antisocial. And that's also part of this emotional mummification. We can laugh, we can send emoticons about, ha ha ha, yeah, yeah, funny, funny, nice, oh yeah, I do it too. But it's so fucking limited, it's so handicapped, it feels really sad, so sad. So we have to also teach yourself to, if you feel like you can't do without it. I just bought, oh, it's downstairs now. I just bought an analog alarm clock because I don't want to have my telephone anymore being my alarm clock. I used it since I have it, actually, my smartphone, as an alarm clock. But I already put it outside of my bedroom because I don't want to be influenced by this telephone energy. Even if it's in fly mode, I just don't want to have it near me anymore. So I put it away. So now when I put the alarm, but then at least it's a different room. But now I bought this analog alarm clock because I just want to have a regular alarm clock, not the telephone first thing in the morning, because it's taking up your your numbing, you're numbing the openness that you have when you do this first thing in the morning. It's the first thing, if it is the first thing or the last thing that you do before going to bed or when you get up, it brings this energy that's kind of woohoo, cuckoo. It's taking away, it's immediately pulling you away from where you are. Right away. That's the power. That's this fucking power of these machines. I don't know why I'm talking about this so much, but apparently it's important. and it's what I experience, and so I guess that's why I'm just sharing this. Hi Lee, hi Lee. Hi Anne. Hi Craig. Whenever there's other people that would like to share their presence here, be very welcome. You can do this at the chat next to the streaming, or you can write me on my email address liehogenberg@gmail.com, or you can write to my Skype account, which is Lee Live. Oh, the streaming is not very good. Do you notice that the streaming is not very good? Maybe, maybe not. So, what we're doing in a way, and it's not just present moment. So, and that brings suffering, and it brings especially also emotional suffering. And because because that happens, you get disappointed. You may get disappointed, and with this disappointment, every time it starts to, it's like the you get closer to the bottom. You get less sensitive. You get more and more numb. That's why I call this mummification, because it's like every time it's like the way the mummies were wrapped, and they were already dead, of course, the bodies. But the way they wrap it, it gets wrapped very tight, very tight. And the layers get thicker and thicker, and it gets everywhere. It's everywhere around the whole body, and it's like, and after a while, emotionally, you feel like you're walking, like, you can't really move. There's just no space for any to feel anything. And you can experience also physical blockages or physical not defaults, physical that things are not working well anymore. I mean, when I eat fresh ingredients, which I do a lot, because I like very much to eat fresh food, fresh cooked food, which I made myself, there's so much energy just entering my body, but not just through the food, but also through the preparation of it. And that life energy, that's what we need. We are energy beings. We need this life energy. Not that already prepared meals that are already cooked in the microwave, and then again at home you heat them up again in the microwave. No, you need to prepare a salad or make a juice. When you drink this fresh juice, it immediately has an effect. You can feel, and this is not just bullshit, it's just proven, it's just obvious, it's just common sense in a way. The cells in your body, they absorb this energy. I mean, you can even visualize it, but yeah, you should just, of course, try it, or if you're already doing it, great, because everything is energy. Energy and clear as possible. And today I went to The Hague for an event about climate change. Maybe we're going to be on the on the news. They were kind of filming. I don't know. Maybe not. Anyway, so there were several people, not heaps of people, but I don't know, maybe, I don't know, less than 100 people. But even there also, I could feel these people maybe more willing to change the climate. They want a healthier planet. They want the government to stop exploiting and only be busy with economics, which I completely agree, which was also the reason that I was there. I wanted to support this initiative. And but I could also really see, and we also spoke with someone from this organization, that people think that just showing up there is going to make the change. Showing up and singing a song is going to make the change. But I mean, of course that's not going to make the change. It's so childlike to think That's going to be it. We have to integrate change in all our actions, in all that we learned that doesn't really fit us, that's not ours. Things that we just took on because of our upbringing, or also because of society promoting this idea of, I will give you this and then you will become happy, or I will help you to become successful because then you will be happy, or I will help you to find a partner through a nice dating site, then you will be happy. So you're conditioned, we get conditioned to always keep searching for the better, always keep searching for the best, or to always keep searching to improve yourself. But if you want that, if you want any of that, you have to be really, first, be really honest with yourself and really look inside yourself, really self-reflect on what the hell is really going on with me. How do I think about myself? How do I see myself? How do I feel? What are my really true longings? What is blocking all that? And why is it blocking it? But especially, what is blocking it? And then when you are really honest with all these things, then things might change. But then probably you won't be very busy with the outcome. It will be less important because you're more busy with staying true to yourself, listening to what's actually going on and your needs, your true needs, than the needs that, you know, they are selling to you, that they want you to go and buy through very clever marketing systems. And that what really makes you happy can't be sold. It can only be experienced. And you can train yourself, you can recondition yourself, deprogram yourself. Unlearn the things that are limiting you, unlearn the things that are blocking you. Get rid of all these things that you never really needed, but were just given to you like, you know, okay. I just, you know, people that wanted to, yeah, put their opinions on you and their fears, their ideas, their anxiety. They put them on you without even realizing what happened or what they did. It just happened. You couldn't help it. They couldn't help it. That's what it was. It's just, we're all fucked. But that doesn't mean that you have to always live a fucked up life. You can start to decide, okay, now I'm going to get rid of all this bullshit that's not mine. It doesn't belong to me. I want to have clarity about myself. I want to trust myself and know what it is that I'm feeling. I want to discover my true needs. I want to look in the mirror, or when I see the reflection of myself in the window thing, that you feel like it's okay to see that reflection. It's okay to see that sudden reflection of yourself, that you feel like, I'm good, I'm okay with that. That you don't feel like you have to criticize or you're immediately criticizing yourself, but you feel like, yeah, okay, let's keep going. Keep doing what you do, or try out something new. Trying out something new always is very refreshing. whatever business you're doing, whatever relationship you're having, or friendships, or music, different environment, all these things. Something new is always very refreshing, and can also be something new, can also be very confronting, can be, yeah, maybe scary, because you're going to push yourself a bit, take yourself out of your comfort zone. It's complete. But we're not complete at all. Oh, yeah, so like I said before, you can write me your questions. You can do this through email. My email address is liehogenberg@gmail.com, or you can write through Skype, Ligi Live. You can talk with me here on the live stream. Maybe you want to speak about your own experience of emotional mummification. Maybe you've had experiences, but not anymore. How did you come out of it? What did you do? I also discovered, because of Craig, I'm sure you're still here, right? Yeah. I discovered that you, because of Craig, he gave me this tip that you can put hashtag of some topic under the videos on YouTube. And so I started to do this now, Craig, and I don't know, I don't see really any effect yet. I don't get more hits, I think. But yeah. Why is this so bad, the stream health? Nah. Okay. Hmm. Hey, Tom. Um. Oh, nee. Shit. I wrote to somebody else. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay. Hi, everyone. Don't be shy. Yeah, I agree, Greg. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Why would you be shy? Well, the thing is, we never know who's watching. That's the whole thing. You can be completely anonymous. It's a bit scary in a way. But okay, well, let's say that we trust whatever it is. But the computer is also it's making a lot of noise, and it's very hot, and I think it's a bit overcooked, but I don't really know why that happens. Maybe because of this live streaming. So, oh, did you call? Okay. Okay. Sure. Okay. Okay. Now this. Ah! Hello, dear.
Hi, you're right.
You are. Don't
Yeah.
tell me you're sitting there naked, no?
Well,
Oh no.
don't tempt me.
Oh no. No, I could only see your hands. No, you're wearing a lovely, nice blue sweater.
Yeah.
You have to close the sounds.
Oh, have I not done it? What? I don't know what you mean, hon.
Oh, now maybe it's good.
Okay. Yeah. Oh my God. How are you?
Yeah.
I kind of caught the tail end of your rant.
Of my what?
Of your rant.
What's my rant?
Rant, R-A-N-T, like your protest, your.
Oh right. Yeah. Oh, so you missed the start of the thing.
Yeah, sorry.
No problem.
Sorry, babe. I'll watch it back.
Yeah. No, watch it back. No,
Well, from what I heard, it seemed inspiring what you were saying.
Yeah.
You know, because I agree. You know, it can be so easy to just, I don't know, attend a talk or kind of write a YouTube comment or something, and then
Yeah, exactly.
That's the extent of your activism, or something.
Yeah, and the involvement, and I think that's also what I experience. I am a very if I do something, I'm very thorough in a way. So I am very involved. I feel involved if I do something, but I can't do everything. So I am involved in a conversation with someone, like with you. Then I'm completely into that. If I'm going to cook, then I'm completely involved in my cooking. I don't think I'm very good at multitasking because, you know, I want to have it's not that I want it even, it's just I can't really, it's just the way I am in a way, I think. To do really that what I'm doing, and to give myself, to not hide anything. And I think that's what people do. That's why I called also this streaming emotional mummification, because it is that people are so afraid to show really themselves, to really show how they feel, their emotions, or that they are really thrilled, or that they are touched, or they're not, oh no, I can't really, can't really express myself because what will happen.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean, and I find that I was reading something, one of Osho's discourses, and he was saying something about how phony we are.
Very phony, very superficial, showing our masks.
Like obviously in this country, that whole extreme politeness thing.
Yeah, I know. And then you get also all this, and it has to do with the school system. It has to do with, all that, and yeah.
Yeah, and I've had a little bit of a dilemma with this kind of phoniness, because the thing is I am quite an outlandish person and have this odd personality and make off jokes that I shouldn't make, whatever it is. But the thing is I'm finding that I'm kind of deterring people in a way. So, you know.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, exactly. I can't stop that because you know, the reason why well, I don't know if it has to do with Europe, maybe because I know that English people call the mainland Europe, which I find very interesting. Well, especially now with the
Continental Europe.
continental Europe, yeah. Now with the Brexit, it's even more, makes more sense. But yeah, with me, I don't think I was raised in that sense, but I just find it. I can appreciate it very much if my friends do this with me, my true friends, if they're really honest. And sometimes this can be bluntly in my face, you know, confronting. But I rather have that than dishonesty or just pretending that you like someone. And then in a way, you know, I have this too. If I like someone, but if I don't really like that one, I can feel myself withdrawing myself, and that's dishonest. And then
Really like them, or you...
if I like them and if I don't really feel them, you know, in my heart.
Yeah.
With you, I can feel there's this connection, there's this heart connection, you know. I have said things to you that were not pleasant, that were confronting. But
Yeah.
if you would have then thought, gosh, I'm now really going to fuck, this is so awful, or this is so painful, I'm now completely going to close down, then you miss a chance on connection, or on growing in a way, on just friendship.
And you know, I have a few Swedish friends, and they're the same as you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. She didn't realise that I would be able to see that she added the other people or something.
Yeah.
And said that she didn't feel drawn towards the friend button, and I'm thinking, well, why is that? There must be. She said that she just didn't feel drawn to adding me, but I think I don't know if it's my paranoia or something, but I think, well, there must be something behind that. And then I was thinking, well, maybe actually, if I trace back to the retreats, I was being outlandish this day, or I did this, you know, and it's almost like everything kind of started to slot into place. Oh, well, maybe this is why, you know. So
yeah.
Anyway, I'm willing, but it's yeah. So anyway,
yeah, but how do you feel now? You look good.
Yeah, I feel well today. I started to feel very stuck at some point, and ended up kind of feeling into my body and into my throat, and then it started to move, and then I got up again, and I felt kind of all right, and then I went out shopping, and then I started to feel this kind of darkness coming over me again. Mm-hmm. So it seems to kind of come in waves, you know. Mm-hmm. And I can even feel it now, different waves kind of moving through, or almost like weighing me down to the ground a bit, you know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I guess I don't feel in control of it. Mm-hmm. And if I end up glued to the couch, I end up glued to the couch, and there's nothing really I can do about it, you know. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I can see. Well, I think it's also since the last time that I saw you. It's a similar. It's really energy. It's like there's more. There's more acceptance of what's going on. I feel there's more openness in your whole energy, and I think that's also why the things are anyway coming and going. Also, when you are not open, but it's more of an accepting movement, it seems.
Yeah, and I guess maybe waves are starting to move through more, and it's uncomfortable. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows, really?
Yeah.
So yeah. So that's how it is. But yeah, I don't really like phoniness, and I don't think I'm a phony person.
No, I don't think so. I don't think you're at all phony. No.
We went to stay with a few friends over the weekend, and there were certain things that I didn't like. We went on days out, and when I got tired, I was, it was I didn't really hide it, and there were moments when I was thinking, God, I'm a miserable fucker.
Yeah, but that's probably something. That's something that you, well, possibly keep, because that's also part of your, like, if you can laugh about it, at least there's some you can relax a bit more in it. I have the same. If I'm clumsy and I'm by myself, or even if I'm with others, I just have to laugh out loud. Gosh, I'm so clumsy, or whatever it is. It's, yeah, it's what, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, actually, we went to Hebden Bridge.
You did?
Yeah, that was where we went over the weekend.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
What did you enjoy?
Yeah, we did. Yeah. It was really nice, and I find that when we go away for a few days somewhere, when we can afford it, that seems to change up my energy, because you were saying that new experiences kind of loosen us up or whatever, and I really find that to be true, and
Yeah.
and our friend Helen does chanting, and I was finding just sitting with her chanting kind of had an effect on me, and I felt more open-hearted, and then I woke up the next morning and she was chanting in the next room, and that had an effect on me. So it's all just. But do you think that we ever really get stuck? Because sometimes I feel like I get stuck to the point where I'm frozen, and then it's like I just can't move. But then eventually it does move again. But sometimes it feels like it's days and days of feeling stuck, like on a very physical level.
Yeah. Where do you feel this physically? Do you have any idea?
I guess it builds and builds to the point of almost feeling it all over. And then it's like sometimes I try to.
It's my stomach and also my intestines. If I'm really tense, or very strong emotional feelings, then I get really pain in my belly, and and also it really influences my intestines. But the feeling stuck, I think it's mainly the idea because anxiety rises from thoughts.
Yeah.
So instead of that, you are just having a sensation of fear, which is an instant sensation, which is very pure and raw in a way. Anxiety comes from the head because of thoughts, because of fear thinking patterns, and that affects. That's an energetic, get very stuck, and then that affects our physical condition. So in the end, yeah, it's really an idea that's feeling stuckness, but the body may also start to feel. You start to feel physically like you're also stuck. But
I think anxiety is a difficult one, because when it becomes intense, it's almost like the brain has to find a way of shutting everything down.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's where like the numbness can come in, or the stuckness, or the body or brain has to find a way of taking you out of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And for me, because the anxiety was so severe over such a long period of time, I just got really stuck in that. I guess I'm still coming out of that very low consciousness state that I was in so chronically. But I was on the train when we were coming back from Hebden, or going to Hebden. I was noticing that I was feeling anxious, and then I started massaging my head, and I was noticing at some point I could feel the mental energy. You know, when I was like doing like this, like, and I found it started to release, and then my thoughts kind of lightened up, you know, and then I noticed the man next to me was laughing.
Yeah.
I think maybe he's wondering what the hell I'm doing. Like,
yeah. Is your hair still in place?
Yeah, you know. But no, it's yeah. So you were saying with the anxiety that, what were you saying about the anxiety? Because I didn't mention anxiety, so, but obviously, yeah. What was your point on the anxiety? Because
you were saying about feeling stuck and how that could change or so. So well, I think really what you were doing, like going a place different or trying something new, and that can also be other things like eating something new, or other things like different music, because everything is in a way nutrition, or it's everything is nourishing you, or malnourishing yourself.
Yeah, or depleting you. Yeah.
Yeah. So if it can be in any little things that are different. To try to look at things different. Today I'm going to look only at white clouds. Okay, this is maybe an extreme different idea, but why not? If I don't see a white cloud, I'm not going to look at it. So that will give different signals to your brain. If you're going to say to yourself, okay, today I want to eat something with carrots, and maybe you don't really like carrots or something, but you're going to find something that you find that could be interesting for you. So maybe you don't like carrots, but maybe you can make a carrot cake, and then you change the negative thought into something more creative.
Yeah.
And I think you especially are very good at trying these things because you are a creative character.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I think you're right. But sometimes it feels that I kind of have to. It's life that's pulling me out of this. You know. And sometimes I really don't know what to do. But these little things, like you say, looking at something a bit differently, that is something you can do, even if it's a really minute thing. You know, because yeah. But as I'm speaking to you, I feel like kind of somatic changes. You know, but I want to be able to the feelings to move through more without building up. You know. And I guess I just don't know what it is that my mind is doing that makes that causes.
I think that has also to do with expectations.
Oh yeah.
Because if you try something new and there's high expectations, or there's expectations, because this usually happens, then you will get disappointed, because if you try something but you don't really have the expectation, or you try to not have very high expectations, then I think it will be different, because what we are very good at is creating contrast. That's what the mind does. The left side of the brain, the right side of the brain, they are in a way different worlds working together. But in our world, we're mostly busy with the left side of the brain, the rational side, right, and not the emotional. So and because that's very much out of balance, we need to explore different ways to make life easier for us, to create new patterns, and these patterns also really are going to make new pathways in your brains when you just practice these new explorations. But the thing is, if you are having to keep focusing on the results, or what's going to give it to you, or what's going to be the expectation, then you keep feeding the depression or the anxiety that is beneath, or that that the thoughts are very good at creating, and you need to create new patterns, not keep feeding the old ones.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
But it's difficult. I know it's very difficult to let go of expectations.
Yeah, because what happened was, when I've suffered with depression and anxiety for most of my life, and when I felt, when I was, I don't know, late teens, or are we stuck? No, I don't know. It's just different now. I don't feel the urge to go walking miles, or yeah, and I guess maybe that's how I get stuck in it, because then I'm just doing the same thing every day, Or maybe I know that the walking isn't really going to pull me out of it. It's not really going to change my mind, is it? My mental state.
No, but the thing is that you're alive. You have this body, and that body needs to move. It needs fresh air. If you walk, you breathe in different air, and it gives new input. Even though you might think, yeah, what's the difference? It's just air, and it's nothing special. It's not. How can this have a big effect? But it will have an effect. It always has. Everything has an effect. This talk has an effect, even though it's totally virtually. How is that possible?
I didn't hear the last thing, even though it's totally...
It's totally virtual.
Oh yeah.
But it's possible. It's happening, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, maybe I just convinced myself that there's no point.
Yeah.
Because nothing's going to change.
But there is a point that, the point is that you are deserting yourself if you keep repeating that. There's no point. The only one that you're deserting is yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And your body, your physical presence also.
It's just that sometimes I feel so all over the place that I don't know where to begin. Even now, and then my mind is like running, and then I almost can't think clearly. Maybe that's an excuse, I don't know.
Yeah, no, but I can tell. I can tell. Actually, I can see a difference from now when I look at you. You're much more in your thoughts than when we just started talking.
Yeah.
Can you sense the difference a bit?
Yeah. I can't remember how we were when I first... I think I was more open, wasn't I?
Yeah, very, very different. Much more open.
Yeah, because I can feel that my mind is spinning, and then I can feel the reflection of that in my arms and my torso.
Yeah. Maybe it's good if we just stop talking and you just go to follow your breath. Just sit down for a moment. And you just... Yeah. And I don't know how you do this, but I think it always works better if you just close your eyes. I mean, we can, what do you want? Talk, and I will do this just on the streaming.
Oh, maybe we could do that, yeah.
Yeah? And then you can reflect on it afterwards. You can always let me know.
I think that the guided body meditations are good.
Yeah?
However you want to call them.
Yeah. Okay, good.
So, okay.
Okay, we'll do that.
Thank you, and thanks for the song.
Thanks for the song.
Amor plastic.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was fun. Yeah, I liked it. I liked your song too. It was really weird. Nice, very nice. Bye, Tom.
Bye.
See you. Wow, there was a big talk going on here. I like that one, Greg, that you say time is linear and presence is vertical. I really like that. I can definitely relate with that. Hi Hennessy and hi Conscious Life. Nice that you're also connecting. Yeah. Okay, so I will just do a short body scan because I think it's always good, always relaxes the body. So when you're sitting, just make sure you're really sitting well on your sitting bones. With your feet on the ground. And maybe if you have long hair, and I don't know, you just make your hair really fall down, make it loose so it can really breathe and be its natural shape. You can close your eyes, put your arms on your lap with your hands relaxed. And then you start to follow your breath. Follow the way your breath is going in and out of your body. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Take 3 deep breaths in your nose, out of your mouth. Okay, now you start to observe the energy of your head, top of your head, your hair, the skull, and the skin of your skull. How does it feel to you? Do you have any sensation when you observe the skin around your skull? Does it feel tight, itchy? Does it feel warm or cold? Warm? I said warm already. Then from the top of your head you go down to your neck, the back side of your neck. And while you observe your neck, your breath just keeps going gently in and out of your lungs. It's amazing, beautiful lungs that provides you all the time of this life energy. It's keeping you alive. And that life energy is going through your neck, through your veins, through your blood, to all the organs inside of your body. You don't have to do anything for this to happen. It's just an automatic system. So the back of your neck, what do you feel in the back of your neck? Do you notice any tension? And where is this tension? Locate this tension and breathe into the area. Then you go to the front of your neck. Feel the skin there. Below your chin, your jaw, towards your chest. Notice the extreme different sensation from the front and the back of your neck. And feel here also the breath going, coming through the neck area. And we go to your forehead. part, all the parts of your head. Always, what is the name of this? Temples beside your eyes, the temples, and also the eyebrows. Observe the energy there. What do you feel around the place where your eyebrows are located? The corners of your eyes, inside of the space where the eyeballs are located. Reflect on that area, the sensation you feel there. Go around the whole eye area and feel how your eyelids are. Do they move? Do your eyes move? Are they feeling heavy or light? Then the area around below your eyes. What do you notice there? The cheeks, cheekbone, the lower cheeks, the soft area, cheeks, the nose, the top of the nose, where the nose starts, the bone of the nose, to the tip of your nose and the sides of your nose. Any specific sensations there? And then you come to the top of your space between your nose and your mouth. And then the whole area around your mouth. The top of the mouth and below the mouth. Your lips. Your chin. And your jaw. The whole jawline. Just follow the whole jawline. Then from the jawline you go up to the ears, the earlobes. How do they feel? You don't have to touch them, you can just follow them with your observation. You go from the earlobes, you go to the top of the ears. Follow that, the shape and the inside also of the ear. And then from the ears you go to the shoulders. That's where we are, at the shoulders, below the neck, at the back. How are your shoulders doing? How are you sitting? Observe your posture, your position. How do they feel to you? Do you notice any discomfort, pain or tension? When you feel some places with discomfort, breathe into these areas. And breathe in deeper. You can release these places yourself. From the shoulders we go to the tips of your shoulders. and then to the upper arms, the outer side of the arms, the inside of the arms, the armpits also a bit. Can maybe just move them a bit, but you can also feel that area, which is very vulnerable. Then you go to the elbows, the lower arms on the outside and also on the inside. Just observe the sensation you have there, the temperature of the skin, the differences between outer and inner arms. And then you get to the hands. What position do your hands have? Are they palms up? Are they relaxed? Are they tense? Are they touching each other? How do they feel? Cold, sweaty, or warm? Do you feel any restlessness? Or are they just laying still? Can also be an energetic restlessness. It doesn't have to be a physical restlessness. Then from the arms or the hands we go to the back together. So follow the energy of the spine, going from up to down, and the muscles around your spine. On each side of the spine you have the muscles, you have the nerves, all the information that goes to your brain is being transported through the spine. Areas in your back can be tense. Observe where you feel this. Where do you experience an uncomfortableness, a discomfort? Go there with your attention and breathe into these areas. Just only breathe into these areas. Do it slowly. Take your time. Then we go to the chest area. Feel how your chest is moving with every breath. Feel the way it fills and rises when you breathe in, and the way it goes down when you breathe out. Notice your heartbeat, or if you can't notice your heartbeat, then just imagine your heart beating. The area of your heart, how does it feel? Observe the sensations that come up in your heart area. Also, if you think that you don't feel anything, or that you can't relate to this, that's okay. You don't have to. You just observe whatever it is that's happening. From your heart you go to your diaphragm, where it's also in the middle of your chest, below your chest. That's also where is the solar plexus. And just notice the energy there, which is the energy which is usually about feeling powerless, or power, control. This can be an area with contraction, sensation of contracted energy. Just breathe into the area. Try to just soften it with your breath. And also when you feel emotions rise, this is really okay. Breathe into this area. It may feel painful. It may release some energy. And from your solar plexus you go to your belly, where you have all the inner organs, the digestive organs, the liver, the stomach on the left, connected to the intestines. Connect to these organs. Observe these organs from a distance, as if you are an expert, and you can just see and also be fascinated that they are just there, working, functioning, doing their thing as best as they can with whatever it is that you're feeding them. There's a whole incredible system functioning in your belly without you needing to do anything. Then from your belly, below your navel, you go to the pelvis, the lower belly area. This is your basis chakra. This is where the basis energy of your body resides. So take a deep breath to breathe into this area. Let all into your basis chakra. And feel how it strengthens your presence, your breath. You can direct your breath gently with this gravity into your lower belly. From your lower belly you go to your bum. Feel how you are sitting with your bum on your seat or on the couch. What do you find there? What sensations do you feel? Maybe in the skin, the temperature of your skin. Maybe you find also some discomfort. What sensations do you feel there? And then from your bum you go to your legs. First you go to the upper legs, the skin of your legs, and also the down part of the legs. Feel the difference between these parts. The knees, the inside of the knees, the outside of the knees. Your calves, the front of your lower legs and the calves. Notice also the difference there. Do you feel any tension in any area of your legs, whether the upper or legs or the lower legs? Or maybe even the knees. Then from there you get to the ankles and to the feet. What do you feel with your feet? How are they positioned? Do they touch the ground entirely? Can you feel all your toes? How is the skin of the upper part of the feet? And the soles of your feet? What do you feel in the soles of your feet? Are they cold, warm, sweaty? Feel all the energy going from your feet into the floor of where you are now. Let all the energy that is moving in your body that you don't need anymore, let it just flow out of your feet into the ground. And breathe 2 more times really deeply. And when you pushed all the energy, all the air out of your lungs and pressed it out towards your feet, and you just continue breathing. That's what you always do. The breathing just continues. And just realize for a moment that the breath is always continuing. It's just an amazing mechanism that your body just provides that we forget. And you can be grateful for this functioning of the body. It's really incredible. And even though we know a lot about the body, medicine knows a lot about the functioning of the body, there's so much we don't know. And we forget that we have this body, and we also forget that the body is very sensitive and it responds to all things that are happening for you. So be gentle with it. Be gentle with it that maybe sometimes you forget this. It is here. It is here for you to live your life every day, every moment of the day. When you're ready, you can also keep your eyes closed. But when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And come back to your presence. Your presence. Okay, guys. Wow, I feel completely blissed out. Yeah. Thank you all for being here. And if you have any questions, you can send them to my email. And yeah, you can write to me there. Okay, guys, I think that was it for today. I'm wishing you a lovely rest of the day and a really good week. I hope you really enjoyed this body scan. It's very relaxing, I think. And yeah, welcome. Feel welcome and feel welcome to connect. And if you want to book a private session, then this is also possible. You can also do this by writing to me on my email address or book it on my website, which is below all my videos. Okay, then I'm going to close the streaming.